Hola. Hey, y'all. Told you I was going to be up here a little bit earlier. Okay. So bring your ass. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Everywhere in the world right now is 32 minutes. So I shake to 32 minutes, which is five. Which is five. Oh, shit. Matter of fact, this is what came out for your pre shuffle, which is the title that you see. See that ascension, that chariot of ascension? It's time for you to lead your path, light your own path. Lead the way, light your own. What in the world? Lead the way. See, do it however you want to do. And how is your connection to source? So lead the way, light your own path. 11:33 right now on the clock. Ashe. Welcome, y'all. And welcome to those of you who are tuning in. Okay. Once it's uploaded. But those of you who are here in the live, welcome, loves. We are currently in a Jupiter hour, and that is until 48 minutes on the hour. 48 minutes on the hour. It will actually be a Mars hour. So, welcome again. This is a collective message. Take what resonates. Don't make anything fit. Just know you are receiving the information. So when it's supposed to, I don't feel like getting it. So when you're supposed to connect to the information that's not being utilized at this moment, it'll fit its place if it's supposed to for you. Okay. So I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, and ancestors that protect and guide me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me. For you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe for everyone. So it is, so it is, so it is. Lead the way, light your own path. Okay, so let's get the message from the text. Okay, go ahead. My thing is, whoever that is honking, they still in the same spot. You're only supposed to use that honk when it's necessary, like to really get someone out your way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people really, not sometimes, should be patient. But anywho, lead the way, listen to yourself, light your own path. The faithful deer is a creature of deep sensitivity, with heightened senses and a strong fight or flight response. The deer is always alert to the environment around them. Their swiftness in response to potential threats allows them to escape any danger by running away at the slightest indication. This sensitivity and readiness of the deer requires a symbiotic relationship of trust of the physical senses. We are conditioned through various stages of life to behave and act a certain way, to please family, teachers, work colleagues, and friends, and allowing others to dictate terms to our emotional well being. Now is the time to ask yourself, what is it that you truly want or need in your life right now? What is it that you truly want? You may realize that what it is that you need, what you're lacking, you may already have, but still being connected to the condition to behave and act in a certain way to please family, teachers, work colleagues, friends, and allowing others to dictate terms to your emotional well being will have you miss out on realizing that you have what it is that you are stating that you need. Previously, it sounded like a show was about to start. Previously, you, bruh, it is not that much traffic out here. It's really not. It's not. Previously, you may have been or appeared naive and innocent. This has created vulnerable situations where you have not been able to fully comprehend your environment or the true intentions of others. In life, facing potential threats or confrontations is necessary and something we can't always avoid. Like the deer, you may instinctively react, choosing to run away from your problems. However, this will not help the situation improve. Grand afternoon, God is sacred. 38 minutes on the clock. Grand rising, Goddess Ebony. Right now, you're being encouraged to connect strongly to your base instincts, the root. Bro, okay. This is definitely a message for some of you, especially those of you who have to speak up for yourself because it was quiet before coming onto this life. Okay? Quiet. What does your gut tell you about this situation? Because right now you're being encouraged to connect strongly to your base instincts that are coming directly from the root. So obviously, it is a moment to ground those roots. It is important to ground those roots. Now, this could be outdated beliefs that must be buried in order for there to be a resurrection of what is to come, what is renewed. Welcome, Goddess Alana. So, you know what I'm also getting to? The vibe of the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands, because this happened last night too. That once you get going and regaining yourself in all aspects, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, to connect to the soul and the instincts that are coming through from the Most High to you. There's noise that's coming around you now because you're at this point where you're elevating. There's either going to be this overdoing of niceness from people or just straight up um, bootleg chaos, because chaos brings order. Chaos connects to Mama Universe and her changing things because she lets you do what you want to do. But the moment she has to, step her foot into the situation to get it together, she will get it together. So that's two. High Priestess. 3. Empress. Okay. Be alert. Currently, personality conflicts are strong and have the potential to cause emotional distress. That's literally the next line. I did not even notice that. You must decide how you choose your approach. Do you need to face this person or can you remove yourself from the situation peacefully? Like the deer totem, you may need to hold a torch for others to be guided down positive paths or in a direction that was previously hidden. Like a deer totem, you may need to hold a torch. So, this is realizing that you are the torch. This is a hermit energy as well. You hold the star as the star that you are. You have the capability to hold the star, to hold a connection to every point, to bring it together, to make it a star. You have the ability, collective, to make people a star. Yay. Ashe. I know that's what I'm here to do. What the? It is important to assist others when they do not have a light to guide them. It is important to assist. It is important, yes, but not to the point where you cause havoc on yourself. Welcome, Goddess Intuitive Grand Rising. And then it says here, instinctively, you must learn to accept the changes in life and run peacefully with the flow of the universe. Listen, flow of the universe, universal laws. Tap into that. Last night I was door dashing and kept going down this street called Deer Path. I was like, Ashe. Listen, baby. Here it is. Shout out to you, DoorDash. And I know that's right. Go get yours, honey. Get yours. The shadow, mind you, this is on page 55, 54 to 55. Yo, this is going to be a powerful message, yo, for real. The shadow aspect. Yeah, see, it was just 1100 on the clock. We're going right into the tarot spread right after this. Shadow aspect, authoritarian approaches, unable to share knowledge, avoiding conflict. See, if you're unable to share your knowledge, this is where it is important to assist others. You keep that with yourself. For real, for real. They say pay attention. Listen, when I tell y'all it was quiet, okay? Quiet. Quiet. Pay attention for real. Ooh, the sacred crystal for this card is the Super 7. And then we have Angel of Assistance, Archangel Nathaniel, which helps with determination, willpower, perseverance. The affirmation, I choose my own way forward. I am a guiding light. I choose my own way forward. I am a guiding light. I choose my own way forward. I am a guiding light. Yes, honey. This one. Sacred Spirit, my love. They out here. They out here with the band, with these horns in their cars. It's all over. I feel like it's just yo. It was just 11:34. What's this? Uranus, and this was at the top of the deck as I began shuffling. So there's definitely a sudden enlightenment and awakening about the energy that brings forth a particular emotion where you may have been told to not be that way because it's considered being too sensitive, but it's because you have this caring and loving energy, and people who have yet to self-reflect, people have yet to self-reflect are going to see this as something that in a way that you can't, that you in a way they can't see it, but you can. We have the eighth house here, so something is definitely transforming, or this is the area of your life that this is connected to when it comes to shared resources of intense emotions. Now your emotions are also a resource. So again, with Mercury here in communication, let me see, what is this connecting to? We got the seventh house, so we got the seventh house, eighth house, partnerships, transformation, balance. If there isn't balance, the universe is literally going to guide you out of a situation or guide people away from you, or something is going to occur where you have no choice but to move forward. We have Virgo here. This could have something to do with your health and sending you nothing but healing energy here. Now, this could also be connected to work, your dreams, certain herbs and oils that you're using, or a particular situation is connecting you to certain herbs and oils that you're going to be able to use to teach others, to help them with the particular, experience that they are going through here, because this is a time for you to light your own path. Saturn, there we go, which is talking about the part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. And at the top of the deck, Mercury. So we have the way you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. It's the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So you're accepting challenges to gain wisdom when it comes to the way you think, communicate, write, talk, and move. The way you write, talk, think, and move is changing the way you think, communicate, write, talk is changing the way you move around certain people as well. And this could also be authority figures. for those who claim who feel that they are in Taurus. Can I have another message here, Star Family? Let's see. This is astrology reading cards. Number one more. Another zodiac, Aries. There's something right now in the degrees of Aries. I was just looking at it. Give me 1 second. Jupiter. When we started this message in Jupiter, we have currently just entered Mars energy, and Aries popped out. All right, so Mars is in Taurus, 7 degrees. Taurus is Venus ruled, and it's 7 degrees, which is also Venus energy at 7 degrees connects to Libra. Okay, now Mars and Taurus at 7 degrees. Wait a minute. Self-confounding, fascinated, you are engrossed by fabulous disattunement you seem to be stuck with, suspended, enchanted, held fast by ancient errors, rendered safe or iniquitous, being held down by an old curse and not being able to find any way out of it. Nothing comes together. Meanwhile, you are entertained by the myriad factors as diversion, living out secondary circuits, trying to be content. And we already know trying is an insult to doing. It's either you're going to be content or not. Now, however, being content also for me connects to you being comfortable, which means this is a moment, a message where you have to replenish yourself here, okay? You're good at reality adjustment. Practice in the art of making it work somehow. But deeply frustrated, profoundly alienated, and exists in this existentially doubting just about everything in sight. You're good at reality adjustment, practiced in the art of making it work somehow. Practice in the work of making it work somehow. So once we go from practice to actually doing and becoming a master of it, where you're not practicing, you're actually in the works of it. You know what I'm saying? You're actually performing it. Okay, it'll get you out of this energy of being deeply frustrated, profoundly alienated, and existentially doubting just about everything in sight. Waiting as patiently as you can for something to shift somewhere, anywhere, and becoming quite witty and bemused with the biting edge that says, it is not funny. Hmm. So this is also the vibes of where like the hyena and the animal spirit deck speaks about making a joke of something that you have yet to truly heal, but you make a joke out of it, and that's not helping you. You know what I'm saying? It's really not helping you. You ain't out here Kevin Hart and this shit. You better have healed from it. You know what I'm saying? Or the universe will give you some more about it to laugh at, and it won't be that funny. I'm gonna pull one more card here. Lead the way, light your own path. Aries, Virgo, we have a cardinal and a mutable energy. It's time to take action on something that you've been procrastinating on. 627. 627. Then we got be still at the bottom of the deck. 627 speaks of birth of creation, potential growth, and potential phases as far as the moon is concerned is new moon in Leo. So giving birth to what it is that is going on or you're being guided to instinctively. And then we have meditation. Improvements require persistence. So definitely grounding those roots through meditation, because in this meditation as well, there are definitely ancestors here that want to connect with you. Okay, there's about, let me see. Yeah, you see? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And pay attention to when you're seeing 3 birds. Connect to the art of time. See when you notice 3 birds. See what time it is. Check the planetary hour. So you know what part of your personality this is connecting to, the part of you that this is connecting to, and use the time and the gematria to channel what it is that's being, um, what message is coming in. Meditate on it. This is also about surrounding yourself with those who, relate to you. This may not be relatives. You can have relatives that don't mean they relate to you. You'll have soul family that relate to you more than actually people within your family that are your relatives. So they want you to surround yourself around those who have similar core values here. I don't know if you can notice that looks like a goddess right in the center here, like this. Some of you may see, like when you're walking past an antique shop or something, one of those pieces that literally looks like an egg, like this. It looks like an egg and it's standing and it's on this stand, like this embroidered stand that has like, what is that? What is the word? I can't think of the word right now, but you see what I'm saying. You see it? There's something about that. Either the name of that location, that store, the number on it, something it's gonna trigger a memory for you. So 623, 627. Let's look at these numbers before we go into the tarot, y'all. Okay. Let me see. Look at that. The 12th house. This 12th house don't stop. Well, shit. It wouldn't. With my type of energy, my ass be a little. Don't even be here sometimes. Okay. Here we go, babe. Here we go. 627. 627. Mm-hmm. 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 That's how we came out. Because this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Oh, 627. The first thing that's on this list as far as the value, God's sun sign. Now, 627 is connected to Cancerian energy, which is also the deacon, the first deacon of Cancer, which is connected to Venus, Venus in Cancer. And Venus is quite close to the sun now. God's sun sign, Venus is a feminine energy. Let's continue. Then you got, is also connected to 888, God's sun sign. Then we have machine translation, Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a football soccer player now. The one thing about him that I can tell you, he's perfectly designed as far as like the way they were studying his body and certain parts of his body, the measurements and how it allows him to produce a certain force to be the football soccer player that he is. It's similar to that. A lot of you are perfectly designed. Yeah, that human design is crucial. Perfectly designed for your path. But you must know about your design to unlock the path. Okay? So he's like a built machine for athleticism, basically. And that's also connected to 1122. So we got 888 in the building, 1122. It's right now 1156, but that would be 1111. And I just got this wave, this essence coming over right now. Someone at the beach, finally in this space of where they can relax, where they can meditate. Like you're in this space of just joy and bliss. Doesn't matter what's going on around you right now, how it may look right now. That's not where you're at. That's not where your spirit and your soul is. Your spirit and your soul is where you're all going. Okay. Your physical body is catching up to where your spirit and your soul is. You get glimpses of it constantly. And part of those glimpses that you get brings forth these energies of distraction too. So let's see what else we got here. We got God's patterns, Polygon. We have Daughter of Lilith, come through. Then we got A Light in the Darkness, Isaiah Frankie Angrum. It also says ugly. You're not ugly. Okay, fuck that. Let me see. We have Greatest Gift of God, Supersonic. All roads lead from Rome. So this is what's being broken down. That's what's ugly. All the roads, all the roads that have been led from Rome. Let me see. 1158. Let me go to the divine numbers on that one. 1150. I feel like came across the seek out swell, to cause to swell, boil up, to cause to boil up, to be searched out. Yeah, there's that. So let's continue. And a lot of those ways is pretty much why you see the world the way it is today. I keep seeing, I literally have a pit bull around me. I don't have one physically, but I keep sensing that. So there's something significant about pit bull. Okay, Cuba as well. So let me see. Oh, could be my Cuban ancestors that's here chilling with us right now. Let me see what else we got, boo. Let me see. A Beautiful Mind. That's a movie, isn't it? That's okay. A Beautiful Mind. Beautiful Mind. We got to tap. I'm going to watch the Da Vinci Code. I ain't watching yet. Don't come for me, sacred. Okay. Let me see. A Beautiful Mind. I watched some of it, but I ain't watched the whole thing. Some of it. I forgot what the fuck I was watching. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Coming Truth. Coming Truth. Damn Shapeshifters. Confusion of the Mind. This is 627. And it's also connected to 177. Again, I just ended up in Texas just now. Okay. Next. Where we at? Get to Paradise. Do unto others. Shot in May. Born Again in Spirit. Storm Chasers. Yeah. Let me see. Get more nearsighted. 13 stairs, like stairs that you climb. God is hilarious. Tell me about it. Then it says stop staring. That's some real New York shit. I am not gonna lie. This is one place that you cannot even it's like do not stare at nobody out here. Texas is currently having a storm. Oh. Am I freezing up on y'all? Do I need to come back? Let me know. Let me pause. My ass is traveling. I know y'all not about to do this shit right now. Can y'all hear me? Like over that sound? That's wild. Let me see something. It's Venus Day. It's the 15th. I'm not getting off this line. Just let me know if you can hear me over that. I see that y'all coming in and out. We're good. But beyond that, we beyond good over here. You feel me? Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Perfect. Then let's keep going because see what I'm saying? We gonna have to deliver this message over all of this. This is all part of it. Yo, yeah, this is all part of it. All right, let's keep going. 627, and I went a force of nature. Now this is another. Oh my God, top secret branch. 627 is the key. 627 bouquet. 627 que será. What is going to be will be. What's going to be will be. 627 after the burn. 627 Sailor Astarte. 627 Biblical Testaments. 627 A Force of Nature. 627 and a Pomegranate. 627 Percussion. 627 A Trident Indigo Children. This shit says 627 TikTok thoughts. I am not playing with you right now, Spirit. Like, chill out. Let's see. All right. 627 The Sigil of Lucifer. Some of you may want to tap into sigils as well. Let me see. 627 Brotherhood of Mankind. 627 also connected to 1110 Food of the Spirit. 627 Columbia Records. Supersonic again. So Supersonic came up twice. Supersonic. This is being able to hear. Let me see. You're able to hear a different tone. And my thing is they're showing him as yellow hedgehog. Hedgehog. He's definitely a hedgehog. Okay, let me see. It says Sonic went supersonic with the Chaos Emeralds when he entails neared Angel Island. Bruh, chill. Let me see. I'm telling you, a lot of shit is in video games and cartoons. Let's see. The ultimate power is fueled by everyone's wish. Let me show you supersonic. It says, when transformed into supersonic, Sonic's proportions remain unchanged for the most part, and he still wears the same gloves and shoes he normally wears. Various changes include his blue fur becoming golden yellow in color, his green pupils turning red, his peach skin gaining a slightly golden hue, and the quills on his head pointing upwards. He also possesses a golden aura that varies in size and can be anything from smooth to flame like in shape. This aura sometimes display either faint sparkles or electrical sparks. You see me going like this right now? I kid you not. This I'm feeling those them sparks right now. Like it just feels like something is on. Like it's a message within the yeah. It's a message within the message. You got that shit right. Prior to chaos incident, Prior to the chaos incident, Supersonic had a round torso and black pupils. His back quills would also be upturned like those on his head. It's like those who have the eyes to see will see, those who have the ears to hear will hear. Okay. His back quills would also be upturned like those on his head, though they would retain their normal position later on. During the Angel Island incident, his pupils were also lime colored. Since the Chaos incident, Supersonic, just like Sonic himself, has become taller with a thinner torso and red eyes. Let me see. In Sonic the Hedgehog 2, After seemingly destroying the Death Egg, Sonic used the 7 Chaos Emeralds, or 7 chakras, he had collected from Westside Island to transform into Super Sonic so he could fly safely down to the planet. On his way down, he met up with his new friend Tails in the tornado, whom he flew through the sky with. In this game, Sonic, yo, this shit is wild. In this game, Super Sonic can unlock Super Sonic after collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, unlocking all 7 chakras from special stages, from special situations, Saturn's lessons. Sonic will then automatically transform into Super Sonic in the zones whenever he jumps while holding at least 50 rings. 50 rings. 50 rings. Hold on. 50 rings. It's connected to 747, 747, and 798, and 133. 133 is divine guidance around you now. 747, 798, 133. Supersonic, come the fuck through. Let me see. This feels like it's Mercury Day, but it ain't. It's definitely the 15 though. That's Capricorn vibe, but it's also Gemini. There goes okay, Mercury. Okay, so here we go. Let me look at these numbers. Hold up. 747. Supersonic. 747 says Lion of my banners. Lion of my banners. Lion of Judah, the flag, the Rasta flag. Something about red, gold, and green here. Of Persian origin. Let me see. Esther. Esther's connected to the tribe of Benjamin. Let me see what this here book is talking about, which is a celestial wolf. Yo, I kid you not, when I was looking at the moon yesterday, it made me feel like Bruce Almighty, where I really wanted to take a rope and pull it in. Let me see what this is talking about here. Now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to be put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hope to have power over them. Mordecai. Mordecai came up yesterday when I was over here channeling some information with Vashti. It's like the Most High wants the gods and goddesses to wear their crowns peacefully. So in order for that to happen, you already know. Let me see. 798. We got 747. Let me look at 798. Y'all let me know in the chat if um something happens with the connection. As I'm looking up some stuff here, I'm away from the screen. Slopes of Pisgah. Slopes of Pisgah. The mountains of Pisgah, which include Mount Nebo. Señora de Madrugada. Tito Rojas is playing outside. Fatima, hi baby. Senora de Madrugada was playing outside. So that's basically the lady of the early morning. Hold on. Let me see. Like the dawn, goddess of the dawn. Of the dawn. Goddess of the dawn. is a deity in polytheistic religious traditions who in some sense with the dawn. Let me see. Similar to solar deities, Tefnut. There's that. Goddess of morning dew linked to the east where the sun begins to travel across the skies. Then Usas in Hindu, and then Thea for the Greeks. Let's see. Aurora. And I'll also connect that to the aura here. Let me see here. The early light bringer. Like I was telling y'all before, a lot of these goddesses and gods, they're actually connected to goddesses. They're connected to the asteroids. A lot of them are actually asteroids. Let me see. Yo, shout out to Supersonic. Let me. In this game, Supersonic can unlock Supersonic. Okay. In this game, Sonic can unlock Supersonic after collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds from special stages. Sonic will then automatically transform into Supersonic in the zones whenever he jumps while holding at least 50 rings. In the 2013 remaster of this game, Sonic instead transformed into Supersonic once the jump button is tapped again during a jump. Once the jump button is tapped again, it's like Quantum Leap. After transforming, however, the player's ring count will begin depleting 1 for each second Supersonic is active. So this is like releasing of the old self, the shedding of old skin, right? Supersonic possesses invincibility, increased acceleration, and a heightened spin jump for as long as his transformation lasts. However, he can still die from drowning, falling into the bottomless pits, getting crushed, or receiving a time over. And I feel like that has something to do with the programming. Fucking play with me, bro. Now, this is hot water and lemons. Lime 4303. Yo, Supersonic got the T, huh? I was really looking at Mount Nebo. I wanted to see what this looks like. Let me pull it up here and see if it shows anything. Mount Nebo. They used to do that shit on Hot 97. This is in Arkansas. What? I was definitely thinking of outside the country. It says one says Arkansas, another one says Utah, but that's Wikipedia with the bullshit. Let me see. Okay, so it's Utah. Got to be shitting me. Art destination Jordan. Let me see. This is what it's showing me here from Mount Nebo. Dead Sea from Mount Nebo. Also, there's okay, so there's different okay. Mountain range in Jordan, a river in Asia. Sheesh. Told you, we gonna be all over the place over here. Moses and Mount Nebo. It's the modern memorial of Moses, Mount Nebo, location Jordan. Mm. Mount Nebo in the Bible is a high mountain in Moab where Moses viewed the promised land before his death, rising more than 4,000 feet. Well, there's that. Sheesh. Appreciate you, Lydia. Let me see. Man. Okay. Let me get this other number here, 133. Let's look at 133. Testimony to them. A Persian nobleman of noble lineage. Again with the book of Esther. And the wolf after I got off that live yesterday was the frequency of the wolf was certainly present. It was beautiful though. Because that's what I was saying about the moon and how close it was and the way the clouds were passing through it. It looked like the type of moon that the wolves will howl to. And it was a beautiful white wolf that I was sensing, like a few of them. And I was just like, shit. It was dope. It really was dope. Let's see. Let me see what the tarot cards are saying. Let me see which deck I'm gonna use here. Yeah, we're gonna go to Starman. We're going to the Starman. What is the galactic signature of the day? Because this over here ain't. It would be that the white rhythmic mirror. I kid you not. It is showing me the day out of time, which is July 5th. That's why that frequency is so strong, where energies of different realms, galactic realms, mystical energies are becoming more and more present because we're getting closer to that day out of time. It's 12:20 right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is my type of time right here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So speaking of astrology, 725 is the first decan of Leo, which is ruled by Saturn. Okay. And that's the Five of Wands. So any drama that's around you, you got two options: to invest in it by being a part of it, or observing it. Like it said in the message earlier. Let me get it over here. Remember, the first thing out was what? Lead the way and light your own path. Lead the way, not follow. So going back to 725 and the energy of the Five of Wands, it's important to be mindful of where the collective has been conditioned through various stages of life. And here goes supersonic. What it say? What it say here? Sonic will then automatically transform into supersonic in zones whenever he jumps while holding at least 50 rings. But before that, it says in this game, Sonic can unlock supersonic after collecting all 7 chaos emeralds from the special stages. And on top of that, this card, the crystal for this card, Lead the Way, is the Super 7 crystal. Sheesh. They about to have me bringing all the sauce up in here now. You know what's wild? There's a lot of things that have these certain names that are labeled around where I'm at, and shits just be like, oh, okay, I'm where I'm supposed to be. So that's another thing. There are certain things you're drawn to, and the environment that you're currently in constantly shows you that. You know what I'm saying? You bought it 2 days ago. A shade come through. Yes. Sheesh. It's a beautiful crystal. That's for sure. The stone of ascension, it promotes spiritual growth and direct contact with spirit guides. Use that beauty. Use that beauty. Because this day out of time, the fact that it's showing me it's not a day out of time day, but it's showing up on this galactic signature for today. So that is a message for in itself. Let's go to 725. Let me look at the chart for 725. Is there anything in here that says 725 already? I am at bliss right now because I get to be weird with y'all. So, see, 723. The moon will be in Gemini. Answers you need are coming. Okay, so here's what I'm getting from this also. Okay, from now to then that's 10. You can change your entire life. Most people don't know that because they don't tap into things to help them personally develop. We are here in that space of personal development. Like that's always been my cup of tea. What can I connect with to personally develop myself? So that way I am not rolling around here repeating these vicious ass cycles that keep me at a very low frequency. You know what I'm saying? There's something about the early mornings too, some early rising of the day. Some of you are being woken up at a certain time for a reason, you know? If you have your cards, channel what information comes in around that time. So let me close out this here. I need to look at this chart though. First and foremost, the affirmation for today, the white rhythmic mirror. I organize in order to reflect, balancing order. I seal the matrix of endlessness with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power double. So any of you have a galactic signature and see that affirmation, you are the embodiment of your higher self. Okay, exactly. That weird is actually a room too. So get weird. Okay, let me see. Emerald is connected to Taurus. Give it to me, then. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, I'm telling you. I was looking at the chart, but now let me go to tarot cards. I know this ain't over here. Oh, I'm about to say, oh shit, it's already here too. But this is Othela that's at the bottom of the deck here. Shedding old skin and outdated relationships. Lord Shiva. What's this? Crystal, the moon tone crystal. So definitely some of you may want to also pick up the Super 7. So the source is like, get the fucking crystal. Okay. So you can continue to be dedicated to the universe, cooperate with the universe. Number 12, that which is hidden, it will be shown to you with the Super 7. Ashe. I'm feeling this vibe, these vibes. What is the message here, source? Let's see. The lovers. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. A lot of bees, a lot of honey, milk and honey. Okay. Let me get a wisdom card because there's obviously been a lot of challenges in that department, right? So let's get some wisdom up in here. Let's get some wisdom up in here. Look at this. Picked up Be Still, Dark Night of the Soul, 511. Life brings new meaning. You're all on the sacred journey of expanding your mind, educating your senses to make the proper choices here. Okay, there goes transform. There, this is transformation. And then you have the timing is critical card under that. I just had a random ass epiphany. That was wild. Chiron 6th house, and it has something to do with Virgo too. There goes it. I mean, Chiron 6th house, Virgo. Virgo, Gemini, both ruled by Mercury. Talk to me about this here. The lovers. 10th house. This 10th house has not stopped. Okay. Obviously, I said wisdom cards, but keep up. Keep up. That's all I'm gonna say. This reminds me of Biker Boys. This reminds me of Biker Boys. 10th house. Let me read this to you from here. Because obviously it's on page 83, and I keep seeing that over here too. The 10th house is the area of your life where you will achieve your highest status. For most people, it will be in their career, but if you don't work, then it could be your reputation and how you are viewed in the outside world. The idea of status and achievement can be as simple as a quality car in the drive of a detached house in a good neighborhood, or it can be fame and celebrity status. Some people might want to be known for their charitable work, others for their cooking skills. The images on this card symbolize humankind's great achievement, the moon landing night lion. Whatever you want, whatever you want to achieve most in your life is now highlighted. And so this card urges you to make progress in that area. You may be offered a new job or opportunity that could lead to the type of achievement you seek. If you aren't in employment, you may still have the opportunity to stand out or contribute to something of which you can be proud, something you would like to be remembered for. This is your legacy, y'all. If you draw a planet card, it will tell you which part of your personality would best be used to achieve this. And the zodiac sign card will tell you the universal energy that is available to assist you. Driving ambition, what to seek in the outside world, or just manners and behavior in the front of others were taught by a parent. It is only natural to still want to please them still, and their influence may be apparent now. And this goes back to lead the way. Okay, light your own path. Remember that message about pleasing people. Is it something you should still be doing? Is it in alignment to what your purpose is and what you're here to do? It can often be that family traditions and accomplishments are at the heart of our own aspirations for achievements. But do ask yourself if that is what you really want for yourself too. This being so, you can go ahead and achieve much with this card. Let me see if a planet card is at the top. We have Vesta, which is the goddess within your sacred spiritual center in dignity, and we have Scorpio at the bottom. So we got the planet, well, asteroid. Let me see. The planet is under that, Venus, and today is Venus Day. So boom, 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 boom. Let me get these out here, and I'll go into that right now. Vesta. Venus showed up first. So Venus showed up, so connects to core values. It says here, the current energy is focused on the part of your personality that is represented by the planet Venus. In astrology, this represents not only your self-esteem, the value you place on yourself and others, but also things you desire to make you feel good. Venus represents your aspirations, standards, and ideals, what you should give yourself to create the wow factor in your life and your determination to fight for what you want. There may be a big uplifting thrill of desire and the feeling of ecstasy or exhilaration. At the heart of the matter in hand is the need to recognize and affirm your value as a person by giving yourself the very best you can, both in monetary terms and in the choices you make. With the choice major arcana of the lovers coming out here, you should revel in your existence by indulging yourself with the best that you can. Okay, with the best that you can. In a relationship, Venus helps us enjoy and delight in our choice, or in our choice. Venus helps us enjoy and delight in our choice of partner. Because we value and love ourselves, we will give ourselves a partner who does the same. Someone who affirms our attractiveness and desirability. The beloved then becomes a mirror who reflects, those the twins, our beautiful qualities back to us. Also, Libra energy of feedback. If we have undervalued ourselves and allowed others to do the same, it may be stopped to realize this is on page 33. The alarm is going off, and the time now 44. It was 10333 as I was waiting for that to pass through. And this is on page 33. There's so much shit going on at one time. That's another thing. When you make the choice that is connected to your wisdom, which we're going to put because we have it here. Okay? Shit, there's so much happening. It's like the words are not gonna catch up to what the frequency that's coming in. This is some real Mercury and sad shit that's going on. I'll tell you that. Let me see. If we have undervalued ourselves and allowed others to do the same, Venus, as a representative of our self esteem, will test this relationship in order to protect our long term happiness. In this case, you should remember that sometimes love is not enough. Respect and honor are required to respect over loyalty in this book. Okay? So if I'm going too fast, listen, you can watch it back later. But if you have chosen this card if you have chosen this card for yourself, love is in the air. And if it is right for you, you will achieve your heart's desires. Venus usually offers rewards, success, and achievements. If you have asked the cards about someone else, it is their Venus or their desire that is being activated. If you have asked the cards about someone else, it is their Venus or their desire that is being activated, because everything is connected. Vesta. The current energy is focused on the part of you that is represented by Vesta. On the card, you see a goddess within the representation of the sun in a stained glass window. The sun is the spiritual center of our solar system. And Vesta represents the spiritual center of you, the fire of the divine within, and your perfect sacred spirit. The card suggests you should withdraw to the sanctity and the specialness inside and caress your aloneness. For when involvement with others has resulted in a loss of connection to your soul's purpose, Vesta assists with reconnection. Balance between inner strength and service to others is essential for a strong spiritual center. In quietness, you should give humble service to the domestic ritual that calms our human struggle. Now, y'all already know how I feel about that word humble. Okay. If you find yourself having to humble yourself, it's because you're around energies who cannot take the power you come in with. Simple as that. And keep it at that. For Vesta awards dignity to cleaning routines. You may find yourself attracted to such gentle pursuits as meditation or yoga. Equally, you may find yourself revering earthly activities such as cleaning the windows. That's some real gratifying shit to do. I'll tell you that. When clean, look how check how you feel when you clean it though. You know what I'm saying? These simple acts are homage to the beauty of material things, for in our Vesta moments, we can appreciate the molecular structure of a wooden floor, a fireplace, or any small things that we own. Because we own something, we exist. There is pride that can be found in perfecting what we possess, a spiritual uplift at the center of earthly things that gives stability and reassurance. Vesta is unusual in that she represents both fire and earth, the point where order and chaos meet, the core of human experience. Her fire is about comfort and confidence, whilst her earth is dignified, quiet, and diligent. Take time out and be wholly and completely devoted to you. Treat your body as a temple and your home as the supporter of your earthly existence. Let me look at the chart of today and see what it would look like if a person was born right now in this very moment where Vesta is. I'm gonna go to the wisdom card right after this. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, seventh house, sixth house, fifth house, fourth house. Let's see. Vesta right now is in the third house. And also sextile Mars, which you will feel a boost in creativity when transiting Venus sextiles natal Mars. With more desire to be innovative and do something different, this transit brings gentle support for moving yourself out of a stuck place or changing an old pattern. Listen, yo, when I say astrology, just it really does help. It really fucking helps. It helps plenty. Okay, now let's get a wisdom card here. What are the words of wisdom for the collective? Let me put these over here. Okay, right there. We got this here. Okay, we got something. Message of wisdom here for the collective when it comes to a decision that's being made. Wisdom of the oracle. What is the message here as it pertains to the lovers for the collective? Vesta showing up, Venus showing up. It's Venus day. It's the Lovers card. Today's the 15th. That's the 6th. 15. What did I say again? 15 is Gemini. That's also yeah, man. 12 fucking 42. That's another 6. Okay. The foundation of this message. Oh shit. Time to go. Where we going? All that glitters. Sheesh. 16 is a tower moment here. All that glitters. We got 4516. 4516. 4516. Bump. Right there. 4516. Delicacies, dainties. Aww. The solar system we see is a moon Saturn matrix mind control system 4516. Sheesh. Jesuit universities are recruiting centers for Vatican agents. Chill. The conscience, intent, and foreknowledge of Zion codes to the making of words. The conscience, intent, and foreknowledge of Zion codes to the making of words. And we got Venus sextile Mars right now. 4516 London. Where exactly is this storm at in Texas? Because I'm over there again. See? Dallas. So that's Dallas news. Tornado. Oh, that's old. North Texas. Temperatures remain high in North Texas as severe weather passes through the area. Minor risk, severe weather looms in Dallas, Fort Worth as severe weather passes through North Texas Thursday. The severe thunderstorm warning expired about 1:15 with winds up to 60 miles per hour. 6. I'll see what the connection of this is in a few, but let me see. 4516 speaks of fruity season. Well, 1546, it pulled up that energy, but we're looking at 4516. Nothing should block you. It says admiring is a part of your objective. Limiting beliefs and practices can block your mind from achieving more incredible things than you thought. Okay, so we already know the vibes on that. It's just making wise decision here is about all that glitters isn't gold. You feel me? We ain't gonna go too much further than that because that's obvious. Okay, so let's see what's with the constant energy here. Yeah, y'all get it because I saw 11442. Yeah, overstand. Look at that. Temperance is popping through here, which is 14. 22 is the master builder, and we got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So y'all definitely on point right now. I hear you. I hear you. Set your intentions about what 11441 on the timer. Set your intentions about what it is that you're asking me about right now. That's all I'm saying. This is collective, but you feel me? All right, tell me. What's this about? 2 of Wands. Okay, Mars and Aries lovers card is here. The current situation having to make a decision on love. There could be 2 options here. The source is guiding you the entire way as to which direction to go. And this is giving me the energy of them, of what is it? Mount Nebo. Okay, you're standing on a very high foundation, 4,000 feet and above, to see the entire picture, kind of like the eagle's eye there, to make the proper judgment here. Okay, so it's like, yeah, you definitely have shedded old skin. We got King of Wands under that. You definitely shedded old skin, as you can see the skeleton in the back there. And now you have been given the tools, the ammunition to make the proper decision. There goes that 8 as well that I kept seeing. It's rising in this wood, and it's right there. 8. Well, 8. And then we have a heart energy coming through here. So this is this is showing me a rebirth as well. It's like you're coming out of the universe womb again, all over again. There's a lot of cards that came out here. The King of Swords, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Judgment card. So the Judgment is to release the sorrow, pains, and regrets. Some of you have gone through those 5 stages of mourning to realize where your wealth is coming from here. Okay, that you are the star. The star is coming out again, and we have the King of Swords. This is coming up with the strategy. Even if this strategy means that you feel like you're going to put yourself in the position, this is also being wise about what choices you're making about your strategy. Because some of you have a plan, have a vision that requires a different type of strategy. On this chair, you see the symbols of the wheel as well, the wheel of fortune. It comes with great fortune, but you must remain in balance with the divine mother, the all-seeing eye, the universe, the mama universe. And we got the baboon here. You already know how baboons roll. They don't fuck around. They do not fuck around. Let me see something. Connects a throat. Well, it says here Thoth have 2 manifestations as a baboon and an ibis. Thoth as a baboon is depicted as a heavily maned seated animal with paws resting on his knees, with the lunar disc and crescent on his head. So Thoth is definitely bringing a message here. Where are we right now? Where are we right now? We're still in Mars until 101, and it goes into the sun. Talk to me, Thoth. What is your message here for the collective? Because that's also connected to Wednesday, which is Mercury. He said to read the Queen of Pentacles message from this deck. The Queen of Pentacles message. Out of all these cards, the Queen of Pentacles, yes, the moon is saying read the Queen of Pentacles. Wait a minute. The moon is at 20 degrees, and 20 is connected to Scorpio. It's in Aquarius at 20 degrees. Let me see. Queen of Pentacles, where you at? Facing your fears, the dark reflects and distorts. Face your fears, embrace uncertainty, pay attention to what your dreams say, let your subconscious guide you, because the moon keeps coming up. So I just read the moon's energy. I perceive the truth through the inner veil and its reflection. Queen of Cups. Not even Queen of Cups. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. Huh. Let me see. Queen of Cups speaks of Cancer energy now. We are in Cancer season. Queen of Pentacles. I love and nurture this great land of ours. Queen of Pentacles. Look at the Queen of Pentacles card, though. Look at all this DNA upgrade that's happening here. You see that shit? The Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate Earth Mother, the great healer. As a mistress of nature, she is the great protector, nourisher, and sustainer of wildlife and their ecosystems. Her passionate connection to the miracle of life in all its forms has given her knowledge of the bountiful matrix. Everything is indeed connected to everything else, powered by the sun. She is the great channeler of the Vitas, the life catalyzer, signified here by the fecund energy streaming from her hands, shooting life into the seed pod, which releases the strand of DNA into the world. See what I'm saying about that? See it being birthed back into the world. Shit, I just missed the page, but it opened right to it. Shout out to the page over here. Utterly sensitive, sensual, and receptive, she is an abundant channel in this Garden of Eden. The small armadillo wears armor on its back, symbolic of protection. The armor is a physical and spiritual shield which guards its safety, indicating not only the need to protect the heart when the occasion calls, but reminding us of the power of how small we are in the scheme of life. It says humbly of how small, but I said power. Because that means this allows you to surrender to the Most High as well in moments where things can get quite chaotic. It was just 122:11 as I'm saying that. This creature typically lives in the subterranean dens, further prompts us to remember the earth is the great womb and tomb of all life. We are all part of Mother Earth and an indivisible living community of interconnected systems. Evidence of exploitation and contamination of the lands over the years has led to corrosive deterioration and destruction, threatening the diversity of life, including our own. If we were boldly to proclaim as a universal declaration of rights announcing the earth is Gaia, a living entity with the right to exist, persist, maintain, and regenerate its vital cycles, then might we not be catalyzing the life force from the seed pod with our own hands? I'm going to say that again. If we were boldly to proclaim as a universal declaration of rights announcing the earth is Gaia, a living entity with the right to exist, persist, maintain, and regenerate its vital cycles, then might we not be catalyzing the life force from the seed pod with our own hands? We need legal power to prevent misguided interest from treating this earth as mere property to be sold to the highest bidder. We need legal power. The only legal power is universal law. Okay. Says here, this queen is certainly moved to take action despite her considerable wealth and status. She is conscious of the precious opportunities and resources she can access in her daily life. She doesn't take them for granted for 1 minute, aware of her afforded privileges that many in the developing world don't have. She realizes wealth for all can only happen when we engage our collective political and social will to distribute it fairly. You are being invited to connect with the natural abundance of nature that is your birthright and channel it beautifully to catalyze life. And it says here, the Queen of Pentacles represents the watery part of earth, nurturing yourself and the environment around you. Be open to the necessity of others. Distribute the wealth you have equally among others and channel your gifts to create new life. So when it comes to a challenge of making a choice, I don't feel like that's any longer a challenge here. I don't feel like that's any longer a challenge. So I'm taking this Two of Wands right here. We're going to place it right back. Let me give you what the Two of Wands said as to why I'm even doing this. What it say here? Gaining perspective. You gain the perspective with the message. So now we're going to shift this energy about what the challenging aspect of this making decision is. So it says drafting plans, look out to the future. Okay? You see it now. You see it now. So now that they see it, what's the next challenge here that's being presented to them when it comes to making a decision? the Six of Pentacles. And what do we have here? The Hangman. Simple as we said yesterday. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Some of you are becoming the star. Some of you, your gift is living an abundant, wealthy life. Okay? And in this process of you getting to this point, you had people who didn't trust in you, who didn't believe in you. They only believed in you when they saw results. They weren't on your path really because there were moments where you didn't see results, but you kept on it. So it's important to be wise of the energies you're allowing back into your life as you're stepping into a new phase of your journey through the enlightenment that you've gained through these hardships. You got the devil here at the bottom of the deck. See that? You can now see all the toxicity that was around you. And this full moon in Capricorn also help you to know what you fully know, what you've always known, but you just needed clarity about it. So now we got 6, 12, 6. 6, 6, 12, 12. And shit. And the full moon, when it was in direct exact opposition to be a full moon, was 21 degrees, 21 seconds, 12, 12. Let's see what's at the basis of this. Straight out transformation, an ending here. Realizing through this ending as well that you had the key this entire time. See that? You had the key this entire time, but you had to go through the mud for this one. You had to go through the mud for this one, for this 10 of Cups here. In the immediate past, let me see here. This immediate past message is like, okay, this is what you were presented with. This is the faded energy, but the entire story of the other cards is basically what's connected to that. Okay. So let's see. What's here in the immediate past? You're getting a better grip on things too. And I'm only saying that because this deck is pretty big and the way I'm gripping it right now is different. You definitely got a different type of grip on things. You have a grip, not different. You have the grip now. You're confident in holding on to the key. Princess of Swords. In the immediate past, this is the last 2 years. You've discovered so much, plenty of enlightenment about what it is that you must detach from in these last 2 years. 1300 on the clock. 1300 on the clock. Because it's time for you to step into your abundance, your victory, and success. Full charge. That's Jason right there too. Which basically speaks of reclaiming the birthright. Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords. The airy part of air, dazzle in the delights of your ambitions, pay attention to your surroundings, question your reality, keep an open mind. It says here, the Princess of Swords brandishes her sword artfully and precisely. Okay, the true spider woman, so you could be seeing a lot of spiders. Emotions don't get in her way, and she almost marvels at quickness of her own mind to instantly read a given situation, assimilating many facets. So this is why you experience what you've experienced, so that way you can be able to gain the ability. Okay, that's one of your superpowers, as we would say it, to see what it is that's coming towards you, but in a much different way, where now you're taking the proper action. Before you would see it, but not really respond to it. You just let it be what it is. It's time now to decide if you're going to let things be what it be, or you're going to handle it as soon as you notice it. Okay. Now, if when it comes to human design, this is where human design comes into play. If you are a projector and you're one who's highly intuitive, you are one who really wants to isolate themselves. Okay, but if you are a manifestor or a manifesting generator, that's a different thing. It's like you are the alarm that goes off to let people know. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let me see here. She draws out dilemmas, philosophies, and wisdom in her storytelling, appearing beyond her years. Yeah, some of you, you're whatever age you are now, but you're beyond that. Her home is unashamedly in the sky. This card is dope, though. This card is fire. Her home is unashamedly in the sky, perched on the roofs of skyscrapers like some exotic creature out of a scene from Blade Runner. Ridley Scott's great sci fi epic, which visually inspired a generation, is married with the animation of Ghost in the Shell, a Japanese manga science fiction comic book. Her mind soars freely in the sky, rising and gliding like a bird on the warm vertical currents of air, giving her a unique and calm perspective. So, unique and calm perspective, especially when it came to the lack of reciprocity. You have to get to the bottom of it as to why things aren't being reciprocated in a certain fashion. And it's always going to come down to, not always, but this is what I'm getting from this, that it's going to come down to you realizing who's able to self-reflect, because those who aren't able to self-reflect will continuously will go through this perpetual cycle of wanting to wound others, or project things that they got no business doing. Now, crowning your reading here. This is also giving me Inception vibes too. What is crowning your reading for the collective? There she goes. The Queen of Pentacles. You already know what that's about. So we don't even have to explain that. That's that position is basically the crowning position, which is going to happen regardless. But there are levels to tapping into what it is that you have been guided to tap into, based on what you're still connected to. Because you can go to a very high frequency and channel. You can also channel at a low frequency where you're not receiving the messages that's clearly, but you're still receiving messages. Now it's time for you to fully receive these messages, these ethereal messages. What's in the immediate future here? Cosmic messages, that which has been blocked from humanity, and only those who are in power and not distributing the knowledge fairly, because a lot of this knowledge before, people have become more aware to research and things like that, and to look for certain things on their own. A lot of these texts will be in two places: Ivy Leagues or in prison. Four of Cups in the immediate future here. Look at this. All of this anxiety, depression, discontent that you've experienced because you were pouring your cup into people, situations, frequencies that were not in alignment to who you are. And all they did was take your energy and pour it back out, pour it back onto you with toxicity connected to it. However, you are more than capable of removing this energy from the root on up. Okay? I know you see that witch hat there. They didn't know who you were, but you didn't know who you fully was either. But like I said, it's time to tap in. Four Cups. Tell me this deck over here. Shit. Four Cups. Rebuild your life to receive blessings. Be grateful for what is around you. Emotional overwhelm. I am hurt and poisoned by life is what this card says. You're realizing, okay, this, like the immediate future, immediate past card speaks about you detaching and you realizing certain things here by seeing things from a higher perspective. And what it is that you're seeing from a higher perspective at this very moment is where you have been hurt and poisoned by life. But however, you've realized also that with this poison, it's also your elixir, like a scorpion. Okay? So Let me see here. Through the process of seeing clearly and accepting what is, we transcend it, and the difficulty no longer matters. Many teachers before and since have shared this simple yet profound observation. Nevertheless, we are still deeply shocked when we come face to face with the difficulty, sadness, disappointment, and loss. The plethora of challenges life serves up to us. Often we act as if life purposely torments us, working against us, goading us, and causing us to blame others for the circumstances we find ourselves in. Feeling victimized when Feeling victimized, we then punish ourselves for not being good enough. That seed of self contempt and misrepresentation, often born and perpetuated in childhood, becoming the ill conceived projections of floundering adults. Too often, survival is then accomplished by not playing in the game at all. Thereby, we avoid any chance of getting hurt by not participating in life, like a ghost watching from the sidelines. In the Four of Cups, a figure is crouched and despairing in a pool of thick, black, viscous liquid, their head in hand, overwhelmed by life. The colossal hand floating above the figure is from the bronze statue of the Roman Emperor Constantine, who purportedly brought an end to the persecution of Christians during the Roman Empire. Now, the symbol of the cross as we see it today was basically connected to him seeing a vision in the sky. However, there's so many different ways we can go about this, about what's true and about what ain't true. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, okay? This is the bottom line of this. That entire book, or a lot of these religious texts, are based off of people channeling information. However, some were not given the permission to channel that, and only were able to because they had stolen some type of power that wasn't for them. Okay, but there was also in alignment in the cosmos that if people are unaware of what's going on, you can easily be sucked in by someone who is quote unquote in power. Okay. And some of you were literally those who knew of this. You came here before there were even words involved, right? And right now, with this Four of Cups energy, I'm getting this vibe where it's like you're destroying all of that, all of these perception, all of these ideas that are not in alignment to the universe and its actual purpose as to why Earth is here, so that way everyone can share this information freely. 111 on the clock. This suggests that the persecution, torment of thoughts, and past hurts can end. But did it really? It just enhanced from that moment. Above him, the two upturned cups pour dark misery, saturating him with woe. The same chalice which disperses the golden elixir can also spill dark misery, just like we ourselves can. So, right now in this moment, you're being shown all of these things, especially again coming from that full moon in Capricorn. So that way you can close out these cycles. So, when we step into the new moon in Leo, okay, the moon is also connected to the collective subconscious. In the sign of Leo, there is a rebirth here of a golden age. Okay, on top of it being the age of Aquarius. Now, during the time we had this here Roman Empire Constantine, we were speaking of the age of Pisces, which is the age of belief, the age of water, the age of emotions. It's very easy to manipulate someone's emotions, especially if there is no connection to the mind. Okay, if there has to be a connection to the mind in order for there to be the balance between the physical and the spiritual. It's like a home. Okay, you have the foundation and you also have the rooftop. You don't have a home unless you have those two, because where are you going to put the walls? And it's the same with the masculine and the feminine energy. The feminine is the rooftop and the masculine is the foundation. However, the roles are definitely interchangeable, but whatever that frequency and that power you come with based on the energy of being a masculine or being a feminine, and how you physically embody it as a man, as a female, as a male. It listen, it is taking me so many different ways and so many different thoughts right now. It says here, like the cup, our self is essentially clear, neutral. When our egoic false self, which has long adopted the culturally entrenched pattern of strife and the fight for survival, chooses this supposed context, the lens which frames an event, life often becomes toxic. Our cup is filled with self recrimination, guilt, shame, and regret, stacking the evidence we've been collecting since childhood. However, should we create a new context, the cup can be filled with clear, fresh water or golden elixir. Teacher and leadership master Werner Erhard reminds us once again through the teachings of Socrates that if what you experience as you is not satisfying, this is clearly not you. Okay? What you experience as you, it's not satisfying. This is clearly not you. Self as self is complete, satisfied, fully accepting of what is without any stories and drama. The Four of Cups suggests you recreate the context for your life so that you can fully receive its blessings. You no longer need to carry the point of view of living life as a problem. Even though it seems so real, so uncomfortable, there is much to be grateful for. The Four of Cups can hold fresh, sparkling water should you choose. Emotion, the motion of energy through you, can be seen for what it is without the story. I'm going to say that again. The Four of Cups can hold fresh, sparkling water should you choose. Emotion, the motion of energy through you, can be seen for what it is without the story. Accept those difficult feelings or sensations and let them pass through you. When we become curious observer, we can open to something new. Before the point of view created you, now you create the point of view. Be the affirmation, become the synchronicity. That is your power. That's it's almost like that is it. It's like breathing. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift, it's a power, but it's essential, it's necessary. That you can choose your emotions, you can choose your story. If you feel like a situation is not yourself, then it's obviously not you. You know what I'm saying? If whatever traditions you have been connected to, and you realize that it's not allowing you to live abundantly without the drama and all this other shit, then those values are not for you. Figure out what you are. Figure out who you are. This is why the knowledge of self is powerful. It's 1:44 right now on the timer. What's the advice for the collective? The advice is the Seven of Wands and the Princess of Wands, which would basically be the Eight of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is basically telling you to fight off, protect yourself, surround yourself with boundaries, not walls. Boundaries, not walls. So that way you can move freely in whatever it is, what structures you are putting up, so that way you can integrate what it is that you've learned with society and like-minded hearted people. In the environment, what is here? What do we have here in the environment? Look at that. Why did this come out in reverse? The Fool card. Why is the Fool card in reverse here? Something to do with the advice, the King of Wands. Wow. So in your environment, you actually have with Leo season here that's bringing in this rebirth. You see these fetuses here? Some of you have a lot of lives, a lot of feline energy coming through here now. That old life is already gone. It's outdated. It no longer serves you. It's like an upload and upgrade of a system or upgrade of a program of your phone. Whenever you upgrade your phone, obviously it works differently, and there aren't these type of glitches anymore. So it's time to upgrade to the space where you're removed from that space where things are still glitching because they're not in alignment. What's the advice here about whatever it is that you are doubting and fearing is the Seven of Swords here. Breaking free from all of this deception. And I know you see that ship, these ships up here, like your galactic family is not allowing you to do anything but evolve here. Then you got the Seven of Cups, 777. You ask, now you're receiving. Now it's time for you to actually move according to what it is that you're asking for. Move according to whatever it is that you're asking for. Look at that. You asking, now you're receiving. There goes the Star card. Then we got the Princess of Cups. You're about to receive what you're emotionally asking for. So make sure your emotions are in check, because whatever you are asking for, the universe is gonna give you the energy and motion connected to what you're asking for. So if you are asking for wealth, but you have this mentality or this vibration of scarcity, what do you think you're gonna get? Which one do you think you're gonna get? Because it is the energy that they are connecting to. Your words is one thing, your affirmations are one thing, but what are you actually feeling? It's like you're asking for certain things, but are you feeling that you deserve that? Are you feeling that you are that? You know what I mean? The outcome, the Emperor. Are you feeling that you have this power? Do you know that you're an emperor and empress? Do you realize that you are in charge of the life force that flows within you? You are in charge as to what it is that you put into your body, what you put into your head, the thoughts that you are connecting to. Because Aries also connects to the head. We got the moon here. Some of you may have a moon in Aries, and this is speaking of you being emotionally connected to the collective subconscious of where it is that you are connected to a specific area of leadership. And it's time for you to take action, okay? Look at that, Four of Swords. Part of that action is healing, putting things to rest, because you're getting this bright new idea from source. The Excalibur is coming straight through your crown chakra. You see those two swords you're holding in your hand? Not everybody gonna sit there and hold, first of all, two swords that look rusty, because people are thinking of other things when it comes to holding something that's rusty. But it's like a lot of these. Okay. Is 120, which is Five of Swords, and the bird over here just says something. Let me just look at 120 right quick, because I'm being wise about what I'm about to say. Okay, yeah. Let me just look at 120. 120 connects to Find God. 120 connects to Mr. K. 120 Armed. 120 Camera. 120 Dream. 120 No Deal. Offended Falcon. Falcon 9. 120 Garlic. Let's see what this number talking about. That's Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, which speaks of your core values as it relates to social relationships that you take part of. 120 speaks of man, human being, mankind, city in Jordan Valley. Back to Jordan, huh? But it also says here, speaking of a hypocrite. What about that? Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer. Trust the way you feel. Trust the way you feel about whatever is coming to mind, whatever comes to your heart, because you have the High Priestess and the Two of Cups here, and the King of Cups is under the High Priestess. So this could be about a male water sign. Okay, this could be about someone who is a hypocrite about family values, but really doesn't have family values. Okay. You're receiving all of the answers to your questions intuitively. Intuit, intuition and logic come from two different chakras. That intuition will come more so from your third eye, your throat chakra, your heart chakra. Logic will come from the crown. Now, the information that's downloaded to you through the crown is also connected to the eye of the soul, like it says here. So this is why healing is important, so that way you're connecting to your soul's truth. You're connecting to your soul's truth, not what you were taught to do or traditions that you're connected to. Is it something your soul is able to thrive in? Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to put your child in a position to be around people who are going to harm them. View yourself that way. Okay. That was something else. That was something else. There have been so many rules by mankind where what respect is actually isn't. What respect is actually isn't. You don't abuse your power as to who you are as far as a relation to a person and what they must do or not do. Are you presenting yourself in a way to receive that type of, command that you're asking for? You know what I'm saying? And commanding someone to do something, or who said that you are an authority of this person, regardless of who you are, relation-wise to them. And this comes down to those who have to forgive their parents, for they know not what they do also. Because when you're speaking about the root of the foundation, you're speaking about your childhood and what you have picked up from that. It's like this level of people, being honest with themselves it's not being honest with oneself in this particular moment of experience in life is it's just not it. It's really not it. Handle what you gotta handle. You know what I'm saying? People gotta stop walking around here fronting like, they're doing what they're supposed to do, because you can't lie no more. People cannot lie anymore. The energy, the frequency is too high to be rolling around here acting like you're doing something, moving like you believe in something, but you're really not. You better know. You better know. What else we got here? And I'm about to go. You reap what you sow. Look at that. As you sow, so shall you reap. Summer harvest was winter food. Psychological time, rebuilding of the psyche through patience cycles. This is year one of your harvest, y'all. This will be year one of your harvest. And this is room number 13. From all the transformation that you've done, look at that. You got solar seal number 13, 13, 13. And you got here, journey on the planet. You're here to evolve. See, this goes to some of these people who really sitting out here and asking you, do you believe in this and do you believe in that? And what they saying or asking you about to actually reprimand you doesn't even know them. That's more of a problem. When they say repent, you better go repent. Selket pops out. The goddess of the dead, fertility, nature, animals, medicine, magic, and healing, venomous stings and bites, the restoration from death to life. People also have this opportunity to restore themselves, but if you want to stay stuck and doing the same shit you did before because you, all right now, excuse that. That's an oil from that spray there. Rhythmic, which is today rhythmic, a moon tone of rhythmic, and here goes a number 6 again. Equality, power, organized, action through balance. This is the past. Yeah. And we got overtone here, which was yesterday's energy for the moon tone. What about that? The past. Look at that. Cosmic parents. The lineage of Solomon, Solomonic lineage. And then 203. This was all part of your self-initiation to make moments of gratitude a priority and be patient with yourself, even if people aren't patient with their process because they don't overstand, they don't do the self-reflection. Anyone that's not patient with their process has never done self-reflection. And it's time to release the comparisons that you have to them or whatever ideas or comparisons they have towards you as to like whether you should be in a particular moment at the particular time. They don't know your journey. They don't know your path. They don't know your connection to source. They don't even have the connection to source. Then we got here connections and communications with and on purpose because it's time for you to connect to the harmony, fellowship, okay, kindred spirits here. The fruits of one labor, finding or aligning with self here. The master of the law of attraction. What's this? Look at that. We got Ingwas, which speaks of new beginning, fertility, partnership, spectral. Then we got Tahuti, Thoth popping out here, Scorpio right up under that. And then what it says over here, Proverbs 24:14. So shall you know skillful and godly wisdom to be thus to your life. If you find it, then shall there be a future and reward, and your hope and expectation shall not be cut off. Remove thyself. Balance is key. That's the message from source. Remove thyself. Especially if you're connected to the family that speaks, the cardinal family, North Temperate, when it comes to galactic signatures, you are here to establish the Genesis. So you could be a red dragon, white world bridger, blue monkey, or yellow warrior. You may even have that in different positions within your signature here. Let's see what else. As of today, those of you that are single, something about that is going to change today. As you continue to reflect and bring order to the situation, because you have here the white mirror. And then singles at the bottom. And today is a white rhythmic mirror. So continue to go with the flow of the universal law. Spectral. It's time for you to release anything that is not of you, especially if you are a yellow human. You better connect to your power, which is free will, through wisdom, connecting with the earth, channeling your heart chakra, being able to listen to what your heart chakra has to say. See, toxic energy sent your way backfires because it's time for you to do what now? To receive messages, signals, and gifts from the Most High. There are no coincidences. You are being connected to holy knowledge. Okay? You're being connected to holy knowledge here. Again, with the white mirror. Something about affirmations you're doing in the mirror or wiping down your mirror as well. and commanding that anyone who has done any type of work to manifest any stagnancy in your life, whether if it's through shrine candles, mirrors, commanding it that it be blinded, it be torn down, that their blind eye be blinded from, you know, wanting to connect to your root and see what it is that you're doing without asking you about it. Rhythmic again. Trust the rhythm. Trust trust yourself and the flows that you're having here. Again with this um as you sow, so shall you reap room coming out. 133 on the time. 133. Lord Shiva. Galactic frequency are connecting to you. You're highly sensitive at this moment to surrounding energies. So learn to live by the moon cycles, basically having an overstanding of the cosmic flow, because this is a vibe where you absorb and reflect into the world. So if you're still feeling wounded from past situations, you're going to reflect and absorb more of that until you handle it. So some cases handling would mean you deciding, you know, that the action is that you're going to have the conversation with self. Look at that. You're going to have the conversation with self and not, you know, the outside world of people you think you're supposed to be having this conversation with. Look at, they got emotional connection. Then we have, let me see what I'm getting from that there. Hold on. Emotional connection, the power of abundance, pulling 5D into the 3D, releasing any limiting beliefs that connect you to suppression and attachment, enhancing your power of magic, which is the power of the life force, the power of your I am, because your experience has or is reminding you of who and all that you are. To settle is to stop learning. You have your eternal life. Okay. Then you have Awaz and Rado here. Speaking of communication and progress through movement, connecting with the mind. The mind will trust the body will trust the mind. You're given the ability here to be able to travel, uh, astral travel, to detect deceit and uncover these subtle situations that prevents you from truly connecting to your intuition and your mind. Mm. Let's see what else here. You're the child of spirit, or you have a spirit child connecting to you. You're the child of the air, the gods of the air. You're the child of the breath of life. You're having a new beginning here. Back to the crystal energy of the moon tone. Is continue to cooperate with source. And we have Ingwas popping out, which speaks of the genesis, process of evolution, the inner child. Okay, the God hero, Haru, fertilizing your soil and connection to the Most High. Then we have Lagus, which speaks of flowing water, but invisible forces at work here. And back to gaining godly wisdom here to connect you to the fruits of your labor, making sure that you're having connections and communications with and on purpose, and releasing comparisons or people that compare themselves to you or in this energy of wanting to compete with you, that you possibly only hear from them when they have something good going on. They don't call or check up on you to say, see how what you're feeling. They only contacting you to brag about some shit that they got going on. It's time to remove that, because that's just nothing but competition. Okay, especially while you're making moments of gratitude a priority and being patient with yourself. That truly means that you're connecting to the cosmos, you're connecting to nature more and more. That just having the breath, the ability to have an experience day by day is something to be grateful for, something to celebrate. And some of your cosmic parents here speaks of the Solomonic lineage here. So you come with great wisdom, great gifts. You protected from a lot of demons. Demons respect you. Look at that. They respect you as the high priest, high priestess. Rhythmic moon tone, number 6. Because you're here to bring balance to the earth. Some of these demons know shit. It's something I can't do anymore. I better go find somebody else to play with. But yeah, better go find somebody else to play with, because this here is new. It's new, but in connection to the past, it's control of the entire dragon. Telling the truth here. Lunar energy, what heals you could be poison for another. You're realizing that now. Okay, the gift that's in secret pacifies and turns away anger, and the bribe in the lap is a strong wrath. So this is like people only coming around when they see you, getting to this point of glory. Third quarter is time to reevaluate balance and trust. Switch decks. There's a message here that source wants to give you about surrender, so that you can deliver all that is out of your control to the Most High, so you can be ready to shift, which is also speaking of shedding old skin and outdated beliefs, outdated relationships, rather, because it's time for you to receive your inheritance, your estate, your legacy, greater peace, heaven on earth. You're activating ancestral spiritual powers that have been coded within your DNA, that also connects you to permanent wealth and your freedom. Let me see what the ancestors got to say. Ancestors deck here. We're going to switch decks as suggested. Let me put these away. Let me see. Get a message regarding what? Look at that. New life, co-create. Yeah. Straight like that. 3940 in that order. New life, co-creation. Got that feline there. Treasure Island. And no place like home, which speaks of the eye of the soul here. Home is wherever you go. You that now. That's speaking of some serious work now. That you can establish home no matter where you go. Some real shit. Let me see. I'm gonna get a message here from this 3940 and see who's in this message that has one for you. 3940. Somebody said 1240. What is 1240? To seek, inquire. Okay. That's wild. Somebody else house said 1240 and 39 is 12. 3 and 9 is 12. You see? $39.40 in the lexicon is the torch. Okay, you got the light now. You got the light now. Let's see what the gematria talking about. 39.40. My last wish is to have a lot of wishes. I know that's right. That's something you would hear a lot during your childhood too. People be like, make a wish. The man who can change your life. Tupac, visionary shaman. Tupac got a message. What are we in right now? It won't be a Mercury hour till 3:30 though. 2:11 on the clock. 30. Tupac got a message. Let me see. It's 1:44, and he was born 6/16. What's okay? Let me look at 6/16. Raise DNA, absolute miracle, liberty. 51, ritual, sacrifice, last day, Metatron cube, Capricornus, Capricorn, triple helix. There goes that activation of a DNA strand. What's the message here? Able to see the highest good, multitasking, the honey, beautiful angel. Let's see. Kabbalah Mirror Gematria 150. Earth Cedar Messiah. Ezekiel code, which is the wheel. Let me go 616 here. What is 616? Prisoners, captive. Now, he's actually connected to the royal star Aldebaran as far as his birthday is concerned, which speaks of the silver gate when souls descend into the earth. Got that yesterday. What is the message here? Magic Guardian comes out. Unlock the magic within. And then we have harness mystic power. Sheesh. Let me see what the tarot cards are saying. You know what? I need to get these now that I think about it, I didn't pull up these messages about the sparrow this rising. And that's air because they do fly. So 10:45 sparrow. Oh, new burst of energy now. It gave me the number 660-110-1261, 1114, March 12th. No justice, no peace. Keys to the abyss. Godly angel truth and death. this world. Alien demon deception disclosure soon. Slightly tipping the scales, intuitive logic. That this other one says you are already. That gives me Chadwick Boseman's energy. He definitely said that in an interview, which speaks of the Black Panther. His mom was a Black Panther too, huh? Tupac is. White elephant connects to Ganesh, which speaks of abundance. December 17, December 7th, 18. A voice of thunder, the crossover. Dream of being a woman. Let me see. Show me what you wanted me to see, source. Aquarius, Pisces, cusp. That's Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups. Walking away because of the deception. Definitely did encounter a lot of that. Excuse me, beloved Tupac. You already know I'm not in here channeling energy of you. Definitely respecting your honor and your space. But you're coming through up in here. June 2nd. Then we got end of times on here. Prophetic. Gates of Hell. Dave Chappelle. The way that shit just rhymed like that. Saturn treats life as it's a game. Eye of Zeus. Eye of Jupiter. Really. True telepathic communication. What is the message here? What is this about? And look at that. So you see I'm not over here just in here tapping into people energy. This is the shaman card. So some of you are great with your words, whether if it's writing, music, or drawing. There's something about that you have to put out into the collective now. Isaiah is still breaking it down. Isaiah 3. That's the truth. There's something here that you are. There's a gift that you've been given to bring out towards the collective here. It's long overdue. Yep, new lifetime to co-create. For some of you, this is your shaman work as well. What is the message here? Let me get another shuffle. What is the message here? Look at that. Seven of Swords is there too. Aquarius, Pisces, cusp. February 9th to February 28th. Well, not the cusp, but that would actually be the 18th, 19th February. It's time to move forward. You're being guided by the stars, your cosmic family's celestial energies to where your wish fulfillment is. And this is Jupiter in Pisces. This also speaks of a wealthy man as well. Noble energy. Look at that. Somebody's coming towards you here. A star is coming towards you. Listen. Some of you don't even know there's a star coming towards you. Look at that. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups. That's the cusp energy we was talking about anyway. That you walking away from a situation is basically used. It's basically source guiding you to where you're going next. The Sphinx is here as well. We have the Emperor here. Welcome, D. What else? It's this is going to manifest. This has always been part of your path, and can nobody stop this. Whatever it is that you do, whatever your path is, and what you're here to, the way you're here to co-create with Source, this new life, this abundance that's coming to you. Because remember, what did 1240 say? Because the lady outside said 1240. The cards that came out was 3940. 3 plus 9 is 12. Okay, so 1240 was saying what? Because 3940 was saying you have the torch, you have the flame, you have the power, you have the passion, you have the passion that someone that could be in the public eye. It's almost like it's destined and fated for certain people to connect with certain people in the public eye that are still independent, okay, not have sold their souls and shit. 12, the seeking cards, like you're being seeked right now to let search be made, to let the search be made. Make search. As above, so below. Literally, the moon cycles, new moon in Leo, because there's a lot of yellow here as well, which is which speaks of um confidence is key to success. Confidence is key to success. Some of you are really are gonna be well renowned, but you haven't been in that space yet because there's certain things that you're still holding on to from a past tradition or past beliefs. It's like you're the first within your bloodline to do something, like the first billionaire or some shit like that. Like for real, for real. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. With High Priestess and the Magic Guardian, come on now. That shit is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. Mm-mm. You have to ride through this alone too. You've been riding through this journey alone for most of it. I'm getting the more you follow the voice of your inner advice, your inner wisdom, your heart is going to direct you to where you must go. Your heart is also going to protect you as well. Similar to how that judgment card in the Starman deck looks. Show it to you right now if it pops through here. I just got super fucking hot. Like I just got like sparks going through my head of heat. Sheesh. Like this. The moment you decide to answer the calling of your soul, this is basically what your heart chakra is going to be doing. Your heart chakra is going to be doing this, like blasting people away that do not serve where you're going. It's not that people can't reach. It is that people won't be able to reach you because you have elevated. You have brought yourself to that balance of Ma'at, of a God, goddess energy, or a deity. Everybody can't reach deities. You have to be at a certain level within your energetic field to connect with the deity. You can't just be talking about I connected this and you connected that. No, the fuck you don't. Like that shit is not a game. You guys, you should. You and your loved ones are safe nonetheless. No moon in Cancer. Great to see, but adjustments are required. Meaning, show the world the real you. You think this shit is a game? That's Aquarius vibes right there. Full moon Aquarius, which happens during Leo season. Conclusions are within you. Adjustments are required. It's still over here. A new romantic cycle begins. I'm telling you. This is connected to souls that have always been connected from decade to decade, lifetime to lifetime, and you're just doing different things at this moment. Don't let your past hold you back. With new moon and Aquarius, bring love into the situation. All right, so let me confirm this for real, for real. Hold on. Ton of Swords here. Closing out the cycles of betrayal and being backstabbed. Okay. hear what I'm saying, Source, right? You're connecting the collective right now to a frequency that basically shows, and my left ear is going off, that basically shows that their life would no longer be the same, but it's all changing, where they will have bliss, joy, abundance every single day from here on out. What was that? 158. The left ear speaks of Aquarius, which speaks of social relationships, other people. It's giving me like A-lister vibes too. 158 loves love. Ay, ay, ay. Mm. This could be a content creator too. Someone's definitely known worldwide here. Yeah, the you will be. You have that energy within you, and you're evolving more and more into that. The more you release, wow, the way that, oh shit, where is that even coming from? I'm not even gonna ask where that's coming from, but hold on, give me a second. Where is this? No, not over there. That, oof. It's like this cobalt blue aquamarine color I'm seeing. That is an investor though. That shit is definitely, it says investors. Cobalt Blue's current partners represent the top tier of the world's EV battery, home storage system battery, and utility scale battery manufacturers. To have that level of commercial relationships in the place at this stage is a measure of the project's potential. It's also a film. You already know blue is also connected to Yamaya as well. It represents freedom, peace, intuition, and expansiveness. It's associated with values like trust, piety, loyalty, intelligence, and love. And that blue is beautiful. When I tell you, beautiful. Cobalt aura. Wow. The star of creation. The cobalt aura. This is a deck, if I'm not mistaken. But it says the cobalt aura oversoul mandala is a rich symphony of colors, ranging from cobalt blue, violet to dark green. Pay attention to the purple star, a hexagram in the center. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I would rather show it to y'all too. Cobalt aura 59 is, it says card 59. Archangel Oracle. I promise you, I did not intend to be on here this long. It's all good though. Come on. This is what I'm looking at. This is what pulled up as I'm looking for this cobalt uh, meaning here. All right. Look carefully at the flame in each of the tips of each of the star. Note the glyph. Note, let me see, note the glyph in the middle of the hexagram. Its significance is revealed later in this text. If we wish to learn from this oversoul, we will be required to dialogue with its ambassadors, six beings who will serve as our guides. These beings are adorned with beautiful cobalt blue silk robes. They wear sashes of dark purple silk, which have five knots tied into them. The being's penetrating dark blue eyes seem tinged with sadness, and it's rather unsettling to look too long into their eyes, as when we do, deep feelings of guilt and sadness are stirred up within us. You may find it that if it definitely turned up, you may find it that you may find that if you meditate upon this mandala and accompanying words accompanying words, the feelings of guilt and sadness will recede each time you do so. These feelings are a barometer of the work we process with this oversoul. The beings speak to us. Beloved one, welcome to this first stage of your journey. To move onwards, you will need to come with us via our light field. This will enable us to transport you at the speed of our consciousness directly into the inner sanctum of the Oversoul. When ready, relax, breathe deeply, and let go. We take few steps forward. We take a few steps forward. Close our eyes and relax while we're being aware how we are gradually absorbed into the being's light field and how we lose our everyday awareness and dissolve into their presence. After a while, the being speaks. Beloved one, we have arrived at our destination. When you are ready, open your eyes and adjust. Shit. We open our eyes. The beings stand back, revealing a wide landscape. An immense, ancient looking stone temple stands before us. This is fucking wild because what was that? Mount Nebu that we was looking at before? 4,000 feet? Listen, listen. Whew. We open our eyes, the beings stand back, revealing a wild landscape. An immense, ancient looking stone temple stands before us. It conjures up memories of other ancient structures we have seen in South America, Japan, and the Malta. In particular, the Incan temples high in the mountain of the Cusco region of Peru, Machu Picchu. For a whole, for a while, we rest a moment to take in what we are seeing. The beings speak. Beloved one, welcome to the inner sanctum of the Cobalt Aura Oversoul. What you see is the temple of initiation. Follow us as we guide you to the secret entrance. Yo, the beings walk in a slow procession towards the temple. We notice that their individual auras are a deep cobalt blue. Yeah, I am so grateful. I am so fucking grateful right now. It's not even funny. When we get nearer to the temple, we see that the stones that make up the structure have deep carvings etched all over their surfaces. But at a closer look, we recognize these etchings are glyphs and letters, and their source is unknown to us. Huh. We imagine that perhaps they belong to a long forgotten language, and while running our fingers across the mysterious glyphs and letters, we are slowly transported into a meditational state. We only awaken from this timeless state when we feel a strong presence by our side, and one of the beings speaks. Beloved ones, it is time. Follow me. We cannot help but glance at the being's robe. We notice the same glyphs and letters we've discovered on the stones, intricately woven in gold thread into the fabric of the robe. The being looks at us, acknowledging our gaze. Together we walk towards a part of the temple on the side that we had not noticed before. We turn a corner and see a larger pair of copper doors left slightly open for light to cast onto the floor. We are led closer to the outside of the doors. Carved into the surface of the copper are numerous reliefs conveying stories from another long forgotten time in human history. Strange animals and larger than usual human figures are on the reliefs, all moving in ordered procession towards a larger stone city. We muse on what is shown to us while gently running our fingers across the surface. The scent of bay and cedar wood permeates the air. I feel like that's bay leaves and cedar wood permeates the air. And some of you can definitely have that and get that because this will help you activate this essence that we're reading into now. The doors slowly open and reveal the other five beings. The beings who have accompanied us now join the others. Together they speak, Beloved one, it is time to pass over the threshold and enter the temple. Your attunement awaits. Stepping inside, the first thing we notice is a sudden change of atmosphere. The spiritual energy feels more intense. The beings speak, Beloved one, follow us. We will guide you to your final destination. The Oversoul awaits your presence. We will be making our way to the innermost space of the temple. Pay close attention to the throne in the middle of the blue circle. Beloved one, your moment is here. Take your position on the throne. Pay attention to the glyph carved in the back of where you will sit. Once seated, settle yourself by breathing deeply. When seated, we do so as advised while feeling the surface of the throne with our hands. The cobalt aura oversoul speaks. Wow. Okay. When seated, we do as advised while feeling the surface of the throne with our hands. It is warm and cool to our touch. Our fingers run the glyph behind our back, wondering what its significance is. The Cobalt Aura Soul speaks, Beloved one, welcome to my innermost sanctum. You are seated on my throne, and even more importantly, you can see my glyph. I serve as the custodian for both throne and glyph, keeping them safe for all who seek by attunement. The glyph is known as the star of creation. Close your eyes, breathe, and relax to receive any attunement. We do as instructed. Once relaxed, we follow sensation in our back with our inner eye. The glyph is radiating lights, which is pressing itself into our back. We have never before noticed how tight our back has been. For with these, it's for with the entering light, we begin to feel lighter, more receptive. Our energy field and consciousness relaxes and expands simultaneously with our awareness. And the Cobalt Aura continues to speak. The Cobalt Aura Oversoul speaks. Beloved one, let the radiant light of my glyph open ancient codes within your memory banks. Yo, shout out to Tupac because, as I said, he's connected to the Aldebaran royal star, which speaks of the silver gate of where souls descend into the earth. Beloved one, let the radiant light of my glyph open ancient codes within your memory banks. These codes contain a new potential that is yet to be realized. Yo, this shit is confirming so much. My soul is literally crying right now because it is confirming what I've been telling y'all. A lot of y'all have information in your DNA that has yet to be written about. It won't be written about, it can only be felt. But this is guiding you as to where that is. These codes contain a new potential that has yet to be realized. These codes were placed deep within your memory banks during the later stages of Atlantis to await activation in this lifetime. I am fucking out of here. Now we're offered the sacred gift of remembering, and that's connected to Royal Star Antares, which is the royal star in connection to regaining soul memory. You're offered the sacred gift of remembering. Past lives are brought up to the surface of our consciousness through dreams, visions, memories, deja vu, synchronicity abounds. Got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah. And the way I'm sitting right now is literally in the position that you'll see Shiva sitting in. The way my legs are right now. And it's been like that for a minute. A while. I see why I haven't been off the live yet, because this is towards the end. You know what I mean? People are going to skip out. Those of you who are here for this message, you're here for this message for a reason. You're hearing this part of the message for a reason. So I said not everybody can connect with deities. It's a different type of frequency you got to be connected to. Ashe. And the way that blue is coming through is it literally looks like it looks like a sapphire. It looks like a sapphire. Wow. Angels and ancestors, any other messages? Any other messages here? Wow, this falls out. Shadowed skin. This energy is so amazing. I don't want to get off I don't have a reason to get off the live, honestly. It's just... It's wild because I can see a spider web outside. I know you up in here, Fatima Sacred. I know y'all here. For real, for real. Embrace the energy of peace. Remain devoted and committed. Y'all ready to be the sage you were brought here to be? And see your seeds grow? I guess so. Unleash the wild within, She-Wolf. That just made me think of Shakira. And she's an Aquarius. I love Shakira. Oh. Let her out so she can breathe. Air guardian. That's Aquarius energy. Shift your perception. A lot of y'all really have this star. So I'm gonna say celebrity power that came out yesterday with that 3 of Pentacles that we saw from the Egyptian deck. Y'all definitely have that power. Trust your instincts and look at that. Move beyond ancestral patterns here. Stay focused on what you enjoy doing. 3, 4. Yep. It's gonna help you build your solid foundation like never before. A and A. Surround yourself with protective energy, release the old, and rest. When you see a raven, remember this message. Connect with your emotions, the water guardian. They go that blue. Heart guardian, let love and let yourself be loved. And these fell out. The fire guardian, the shallow and master, and the lady, which is the empress. Whew, you're definitely the master now. Yes. Ignite your passion. Be graceful in movement and action. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Look at this. And at the bottom of the deck, look at these four. I was gonna pick up these two because I thought these were the two that were there. But there's the Emperor and there's the Sun card, and you got the Empress here. And under that is Father Sky, trust in the unknown. You have the ability to be wherever it is that you want, wherever it is that you want to be. Home is wherever you go. And we got the Wise One, growing within current situations. The High Priestess, follow the voice of your soul with the protection guardian, with the direction guardian. Choose your own path. Harness mystic power. Harness the power of your emotions. That's your mystery, and follow the voice of your soul. You're moving in the new direction here. You will be. And then we got the hunter right up under that. Okay? Track down your fears and desires. Guardian angel, you are not alone. You definitely have the feminine energy of Archangel Michael here as well. The protection guardian telling you to drop your shields. I got you. Surround yourself with me, the protection guardian. It's what this is saying. But you focus on what it is that you want to do and trust your instincts and stay rooted and grounded here. Stay rooted and grounded. You got the hermit popping through right in the middle of that. Remember we was talking about that meditation card? You saw how that message turned out. Look at the meditation card. Remember what I was telling you? There's about 4, 5, 6 other people. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was amazing. This is 2:20. I'm gonna close this live out now, my loves. I more than likely will be back later because it's early. You know what I'm saying? But I love you. I'm gonna go recharge, get some things done here, and I will see you next live.